Hi, I'm Osman. I'm an energy healer on a master level with telepathic capabilities, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst a host of other physiological, psychological, as well as spiritual ailments, especially treating the adverse effects of Kundalini, involuntary Kundalini awakening. I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having practicing yoga for almost 50 years and teaching for 44 years. In that time period, I learned under various masters and I created a combined protocol, simplified it for the 21st century. And currently, I have students in over 100 countries to date. For more information on my services, visit my website, yogawellness786.com, and also understand my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So, some practical ways how you can self heal. So, in my experience, I found there are three practical ways that people could self heal, right, or improve their own healing power. So, the healing works with balancing your energies, right? The more balanced your energies are, the better is your healing capacity. But there are certain practical ways, to bring about this balancing without having to resort into crazy yoga postures and breathwork techniques and meditation, because this is not everyone's cup of tea, right? So, three practical ways is number one, your diet. Make sure you follow a sensible, science based diet, right? So, you can follow a qualified nutritionist or, removing, artificial or, decreasing the processed foods to the minimum and going more on natural foods, right? Instead of having the chicken nuggets, like have the chicken, it must be that it came from not processed, unprocessed chicken, and have it cooked or fried or, what, of course, fried is, uh, in my opinion, not very healthy, although people in the keto diets, they say fat is very important and it is, good. But avoiding vegetable oils, right, is not healthy. And having plenty of fruit and vegetables, in your diet. Follow a sensible 70-30 rule. 70% of your plate, from the plant kingdom, and 30%, from the animal kingdom. And hydrating. People are not drinking water anymore these days, right? Even if you have to drink tap water, right? If you can't afford, like, gallons of water to purchase, until you can afford that, at least have that is better, because yes, there's chemicals, purificatory chemicals in the tap water, right? But when you're consuming processed liquids like sodas and anything, there's so much of chemicals there to make the soda, right? Much more than in the tap water, right? So yes, I mean there is something very harmful in the tap water, especially chloride. That is the most harmful stuff, right? If you can find, avoid it. But I found people hydrating, even with tap water, they are seeing significant improvements in their health. With the fresh fruit and vegetables and, a natural product, reducing. So of course you can't practically remove processed food, completely from your diet. So try to follow a 80-20 rule. 20% of your, food can be from, processed and fast foods based, and 80% is natural. Cook your own meal, prepare your own meal. So I've got a friend who's is only buying his food from outside, right? Every day. He says it's too lazy to make it, but it's not so difficult. You can make a sandwich, you can put together, you can boil an egg. I say, no, I don't want to use pots and everything, right? Take boiling water and put it in a container, and just put the egg there and come back, and close it. 20 minutes later, it's going to be cooked, right? It's an easy way, right? And uh, you know cutting up, like, I'm, a whole foods plant based, and I usually buy lettuces, raw lettuces, and I have flax seeds, and I chop it up and I mix it up, and make my own salads, and try to have plenty of salads, right, and try to have plenty of fruit, and have plenty of nuts, healthy nuts, because they need protein. And chickpeas are, an important source of plant-based protein. For every 100 grams of chickpeas, there's about 19 grams of protein, almost the same as chicken breast, right? So you can get good protein sources, from plant-based foods as well. And even, I don't want to mention because some of the nuts are harmful if you're going to consume, large quantities of it. But I don't have a problem with peanuts, right? And it's got about 26 grams per 100 grams of peanuts. And flax seeds also have like 26 grams of protein per 100 grams. You're not going to consume 100 grams, but a little bit here and there, you're boosting your protein levels. And this is important because everyone's interested in that. So diet is number one. So there's so many factors on diet. I don't want to go too much in depth on it. And the second one is very surprising to me, is people who work out regularly. So I found those, like I had occasion to do chakra unblocking, for lots of people, right? And some people are, the chakras are so blocked it takes a long time to unblock it, and some of them takes many days, right, to unblock the chakras. But those that are exercising regularly, like got a fitness protocol, right, uh, at least 3 times a week and so forth, exercising and taking care of the diet, the exercise people, they automatically, that chakra unblocking happens so smooth and easy, normally 10 to 15 minutes done. Regular people 45 minutes to an hour, right, to unblock. But people who's working out regularly, I found that also. And the third category of people, I was very surprised with this, is people who are very academically inclined. They've got a degree and a postgraduate degree, and especially if they're, the higher they are academically qualified, the easier it is to found to unblock them. They are more spiritually and more balanced in the energies, right? Yes, it's a controversial subject that you find a lot of people, they're very sedentary and the other factors, and they predispose themselves to other illnesses. But from an energy perspective, it's more balanced and it's easier for me, to unblock people. And when I have people who's practicing like advanced level meditation and yoga, people who have a degree and professionals tend to make faster progress because they have that degree of discipline, in them. So I suppose it's related to discipline, the qualified people. But I just noticed someone, I find it, what do you do? You went to university, you have a qualification, like that. I know upfront is going to be easier or hard, right? From, I mean, I'm decades in this practice, right? So hope that information helps you. So just by you reading more, you don't have to go and get a degree. Read more, pay attention, go, get into some type of workout. Don't have to go to a gym. You can do body work, body weight exercises, like a simple protocol of just squats, crunches, and push-ups, right? You got your full body workout, right? Do something within, in your home, right? And you don't want to do walking, then you can do skipping in the home, right? And for your cardiovascular exercises, and you can do some stretching exercises as well, to warm up. Always the protocol in exercises is warm up first, 5 minutes warm up, find a way, jogging on the spot, walking rapidly or something, right? Warm up, then stretching. Don't do stretching before warm up. Your body must be warm before you stretch the muscles, right? Stretching number two, take 2 to 3 minutes, quick stretching, and then start your exercise program, whatever it is, body work, gym work, everything. Warm up 5 minutes, stretching, 2 to 5 minutes, warm up, 3 to 5 minutes, and normally it takes about 5 minutes to warm up, 5 minutes, stretching. So 10 minutes, you got your, you're done, and you prepared, you will reduce injuries so much. I've been working out in gyms, now for decades. And from childhood, I was in martial arts and so forth, right? I haven't to date had any, I'm now 56 years old. I haven't had any muscle, major muscle injuries, right? Of course, when you go do body weight exercises, you strain your muscles, and that's how you grow your muscles and tone your muscles when you're doing body weight exercises, right? But nothing harmful. I never tear my muscle. I mean, I never um, uh, do harm that I needed medical intervention or uh, anything that was not to be expected, from the workout. Of course, you go and work out, you feel aches and pains. This is normal, right? Within certain limits, of course. So, but these things of people who have a disciplined exercise regimen and people who are academically, qualified or reading regularly, who read a lot and the knowledge base, who's intellectually active, right? These people also tend to have very balanced energies, and also people who take care of the diet. So, without going to yoga, meditation, breath work, this, that, I mean, these things going to help you in balancing your energies and improve your health overall, right? And it's even science says, watching your diet and exercise is a definite. But from an energy perspective, from when I'm doing chakra and blocking, so I'm not trying to repeat what science is saying. I'm repeating from my perspective. So much easier, for me to do that, to unblock the chakras of these people. And also when these people do advanced level, when I initiate them to advanced level, some people just want to start on the advanced level, right, from zero, and I give them a pro, and they do very well, from these three categories. So hope that information helps you, encourages you to do more reading, improve your knowledge base, or try to get into a disciplined, exercise program, or be disciplined in your diet, and your chakras and so forth will start balancing automatically, or become more balanced, and not having, the extreme problems of chakra and, block chakras, because some people having so much of stress and anxiety and, relationship problems, and they are told that the heart chakras are blocked and so forth, and you can't afford to go and do a chakra and blocking from a professional. These are natural ways that you can adopt, in your lifestyle, and it's going to start alleviating your problem, a bit. Of course, when there's serious problems, seek medical advice, seek a psychologist, seek a psychiatrist. Things that are troubling you. Don't take depression and so forth, for granted. It's not something simple. It's a very serious illness, right? When it's serious, seek medical. Go to your doctor and get his advice as well, right? So hope that information helps you, and take care of yourself always.